Have you ever felt like you don't quite belong? Like you're just an invisible face in the crowd? That's exactly how Sophie Hatter felt. A quiet, unassuming girl, Sophie spent her days making hats in her family's shop, convinced she was destined for a plain and ordinary life. Little did she know, a chance encounter was about to turn her entire world upside down. One day, while running errands, Sophie is harassed by soldiers in a back alley. Suddenly, a handsome and charismatic stranger descends from the sky, whisking her away from danger. This is no ordinary man. This is the infamous wizard Howl, rumored to steal the hearts of beautiful young women. Their brief, magical walk through the air is enchanting, but it doesn't go unnoticed. Watching from the shadows is the Witch of the Waste, a powerful and jealous sorceress who has a long and bitter history with Howl. That very night, the witch storms into the hat shop after closing. In a fit of vengeful rage, she casts a terrible curse on Sophie, transforming the young girl into a frail 90-year-old woman. Horrified by her reflection, Sophie knows she can't stay at home. Bundling up a few belongings, she leaves her old life behind and sets off for the hills, a place where no one will recognize her. As she trudges through the desolate countryside known as the Wastes, Sophie struggles with her new-aged body. It's a difficult journey, but her quiet determination keeps her going. Her luck changes when she stumbles upon a peculiar walking scarecrow with a turnip for a head. After helping him get upright, the scarecrow, whom she affectionately names Turnip Head, seems to repay her kindness by finding her a walking stick and then leading her to the most incredible sight. A colossal clanking smoke-belching structure moving across the landscape on giant mechanical legs. This is Howl's moving castle. Desperate for shelter, Sophie manages to climb inside. The interior is a chaotic mess, a hoarder's paradise of books, trinkets, and magical artifacts. There, she meets a small wisecracking fire demon named Calcifer, who is bound to the hearth. Calcifer immediately recognizes that Sophie is under a curse. He strikes a deal with her. If she can figure out how to break the contract that binds him to Howl, he will break her curse in return. With this new purpose, Sophie appoints herself as the castle's cleaning lady, much to the initial annoyance of Howl's young apprentice, Markle. When Howl returns, he is unfazed by the old woman who has taken over his home. He's dramatic, vain, and spends hours in the bathroom. But beneath his flamboyant exterior, Sophie begins to see glimpses of a kind but deeply troubled soul. He's a powerful wizard, yet he lives in constant fear, using different names and magical doorways to run from his responsibilities and the powerful figures who want to use his magic for war. One of these figures is Madame Suleiman, the king's head sorceress and Howl's former mentor. The kingdom is on the brink of a devastating war, and the king is summoning all wizards to fight. Howl is terrified of facing Madame Suleiman, so he comes up with a cowardly plan. He'll send Sophie in his place, disguised as his mother, to tell the king he's too much of a coward to serve. Sophie, whose feelings for Howl are beginning to grow, agrees. At the royal palace, Sophie's journey takes another unexpected turn. She meets the Witch of the Waste again, who has also been summoned. But instead of a powerful rival, Sophie finds a pathetic figure. Madame Suleiman, in a display of immense power, drains the witch of all her magic, reverting her to a harmless, senile old woman. Suleiman then turns her attention to Sophie, revealing that she knows exactly who she is. She warned Sophie that Howl is a monster, a wizard who consorted with demons, and is destined to be consumed by his own power if he doesn't fight for the kingdom. Just as Sophie is about to be trapped, Howl arrives to rescue her. He swoops in, disguised as the king, creating chaos and confusion to allow them to escape. He brings along the now powerless Witch of the Waste and Suleiman's errand dog Heon. Their escape is a breathtaking flight, but it comes at a cost. They are pursued by Suleiman's agents, and Howl has to use his dark magic to fight them off, physically transforming into a large, bird-like creature. Each transformation takes a heavy toll, bringing him closer to losing his humanity forever. Back at the castle, their strange, makeshift family grows. Sophie cares for the forgetful old witch and the wheezing dog, bringing a sense of order and warmth to the chaotic household. She discovers that the more she speaks from the heart, especially when defending Howl or expressing her feelings, the younger she temporarily becomes. Her love and resolve are literally fighting the curse. Sophie's influence on the castle is profound. She cleans, she organizes, and most importantly, she creates a home. She learns about Howl's past, discovering a secret garden he created for himself as a sanctuary. She sees the weight he carries, the burden of his power, and his desperate attempt to avoid the horrors of war, which he secretly fights against on his own terms, trying to stop the fighting on both sides. The war intensifies, and bombs begin to fall on their new town. To protect them, Howl moves the castle closer to Sophie's old home, but his nightly transformations into the bird monster are becoming more frequent and dangerous. Sophie is terrified of losing him. One day, Howl's vanity leads to a hilarious and revealing tantrum. After Sophie accidentally mixes up his hair potions, his beautiful blonde hair turns orange, then black. He throws a fit, melting into a puddle of green slime, moaning that life isn't worth living if he can't be beautiful. It's a childish display, but it allows Sophie to see the depth of his despair. She holds him and cries, "I've never once been beautiful in my whole life." Her genuine emotion momentarily breaks the curse, and she turns back into her young self, surprising everyone before the spell takes hold again. The war finally reaches their doorstep. Sophie's hometown is being firebombed. To protect his new family, Howl flies out to face the enemy bombers, telling Sophie he finally has something worth protecting, her. While he's gone, Madame Suleiman's agents find the castle. Sophie makes a courageous decision. She forces everyone out, removes Calcifer from the hearth to destroy the castle's magical connection to the town, and in doing so, collapses the entire structure. She places Calcifer in a small pot to keep him alive, but this act inadvertently breaks the contract between him and Howl. As Calcifer flies away, free at last, the remnants of the castle fall apart, and Sophie is separated from the others, falling into a chasm. The magical ring Howl gave her 4 protection glows, leading her to a vision of the past. She sees a young Howl standing in a field of shooting stars. He catches a falling star, young Calcifer, and makes a pact with him, giving the demon his heart in exchange for power. Sophie finally understands. Howl's heart is what keeps Calcifer alive. She calls out to them across time, "Find me in the future." Waking back in the present, Sophie finds Howl, returned from battle in his monstrous bird form, gravely injured and on the verge of losing himself completely. He leads her to the original door of the castle, the one that holds his heart. She coaxes the now weakened witch of the waste to give her the glowing object she's been clutching, Howl's heart. With love and desperation, Sophie gently places the heart back into Howl's chest. He awakens, human again. At the same time, she gives Calcifer a kiss, which is all he needed to live on his own. He is free, and yet, he chooses to return, to stay with his family. The moment Howl is healed, Sophie's curse is broken for good, leaving her with her youthful face, but with beautiful, silver hair, a mark of her wisdom and experience. Just then, Turniphead, who has been with them all along, reappears. In a final act of gratitude, Sophie gives him a kiss. The kiss breaks his own curse, revealing him to be a prince from the neighboring kingdom. He declares he will return home and put an end to the foolish war. In the end, everyone finds their place. The witch and Heon stay with the family. Calcifer now powers a new, smaller, flying castle. And Howl and Sophie, finally free from their curses and their fears, stand together on the balcony, soaring through the sky. Sophie, who once believed she was plain and ordinary, discovered that true beauty comes from courage, and that the most powerful magic of all is love and believing in yourself. Thanks for watching our deep dive into this magical story. If you love Studio Ghibli as much as we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.